Hello you, welcome to Geekism and welcome back to Ostriv, which we left here in the second winter. Basically, 1722 we're in. We're going to start coming out of the cold in a little moment. And thank you so much for all the advice on last episode. Special big thanks to Dan Fendel, who basically opened the game up for me and kind of told me what I was doing wrong. And I'm wondering whether or not we can save this file, okay, or whether we're going to have another go at this. Okay, so here's the problem. I like to play my games with a relative creative flair, often to the detriment of gameplay. You know, I'm much more interested in putting something where it looks good as opposed to where it works well. And usually games are okay with it, and it maybe means we don't, get on as best as we could. But for the most part, games let you kind of do it. Ostriv does not. Okay, Ostriv is pretty brutal. It's up there with Banished. It's up there with RimWorld as well is a little bit tricky. Although these games they're actually quite hard work and they're quite tough. And I feel like we've not really helped ourselves by building the windmill really far out here, building the marketplace over here as well. So I'm gonna try and save it. Whether we can or not, I don't know. So what this video will probably be is a few cuts because I think a lot of the time I'm going to kind of have to just kind of leave stuff running, you know. So the boatyard is coming on. That'd be good for fish. My biggest problem is though is that only a few of these places now have a little bit of food. Pretty much this row here is empty. This is empty. Yeah. So basically we've only got 4 households is what we're saying. And those 4 households are going to be what the people are doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave it running. I'm going to come out of the winter. Hopefully they'll make it through the winter at least. There's food in the market. It's just flour at the moment, but there is food in the market. Hopefully once the snow clears up and we get this boat going, we can get some fisheries going. We can get some more crops here, hopefully for next year. We're a little late getting the potato built up this year. And we'll see. If we end up completely emptying, I'll probably just start this video again. So if you're hearing this, then we've managed to at least move forward. Right, we're coming to the end of the winter now, and the boatyard is done. So I think, look at that, the snow, man. That's so good. How pretty as the snow melts. Really good stuff. So now we can, he's getting wood. Good for him, hey? I tell you what. So I'm hoping now he'll start building the boat. And then we're going to come over here and we're skipping ploughing. So we're now in sowing phase. Right, so sowing has begun. We have a worker here. Right, and the mayor. Okay, so there's people working, there's people doing stuff. What they're doing, I don't know. Oh, here we go. They're coming in. Let's have a look. What do they go and do? Are you going to go and get to work? Yes, you are. Okay, great. So now, this year, we've got potatoes and I'm hoping wheat as well. Looks like they're doing the potato one first. That's fine. Half of me thinks we could probably maybe get an extra labourer in here. You're building a boat. You're not doing anything. The problem is we're just very short for staff at the moment, so we need to try and spread our staffing out as much. We actually just closed the smithy and the thatchery at the moment because we just haven't got the staff. Can't get the staff these days, which means I was hoping they'd come and do a bit more work in here, but I guess not. The one thing I've noticed is quite interesting is they're storing wheat here. I can't sell wheat. There's no market stall option for wheat. We've got flour, potatoes, milk, blah, 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 all the different things. But we don't actually have an option for wheat. So I don't know if I'm meant to be turning wheat into flour. Into bread, sorry. Let's have a look. Tailor, weaver, shoemaker, factory, oil, boat and docks. So there's nothing there particularly. Food storage. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. What's going on here? Wow, the guy has built a... Jesus, you didn't build that boat then? He's built a boat, good for you. So, now let's get rid of you and let's put you on here. So will you go now and start getting some fish? Let's have a look if he does. Here he comes. And he's getting fish. He's getting fish. There we go. That's going to be a screenshot. Let's see what he's got on him then. He's got 0.1 fish on him. So now there is now 0.1 fish. Okay, so here, do we need to do... Can we just sell fish? Alright, and now we need to see if they'll deliver the fish from there up to the market. I think that's what should happen. So let's have a little look. At the moment, it's just she's awaiting flour, which I'm assuming we're low on now. Yeah. Oh no, we don't. Flour doesn't become wheat. Wheat becomes flour, doesn't it? Ugh, what an idiot. Wheat is the raw resource, right? Okay. Yeah, there's no fish there, and no flour though. So this needs to. Yeah, you need to. You're getting there. It's building wheat. Okay, cool. Right. Okay, good. So I think hopefully that means we're probably past the worst of it. People have got flour in still, and the fish will start to get dished out now as well. Okay. All right. I'm feeling happy. We've got two fields getting sorted. So we've got there. So there. Yeah. Okay. So we've got fields growing. That's great. We've got fish coming in. That's good as well. It looks like to get these houses filled, not enough food for sale, so we need to get another food option. So I'm hoping potatoes being our third food is enough. I'm hoping that will be enough to start repopulating these houses, because otherwise it's going to be a really slow setup. This is. We're too late to get a real another field going. Although we could look at cattle. I know cattle's an option. Because I really want to keep this as a town centre. I know that I shouldn't be spending as much time on making the place look good, but that's really what I'm thinking. I'm guessing we need a cow shed for that. Let's have a look. A place for breeding cows and for milk production. Yeah, I think we're going to go for that. A slaughterhouse produces meat and hides from animals. Okay, let's get let's get a cow shed up here. Let's do it here so that they'll walk up these fields here to the cow shed. There we go. I think. So we're looking for labourers. You'll get started. Production. Manager's field works ploughing and crop rotation. So how do we do an actual... I can't remember how we build a field. Is it just we do it once this building's done? I think we do it once this building's done. Okay, but like I say, we're struggling for... It looks like we've got a little kiddie. Is that a kid? 8 adults we have, and there are 7 open vacancies, which is a bit of an issue. So let's have a look. The one worker there, I think we have to leave a worker in the farm, so that's fine. The fishing dock has 1 worker. He's doing a great job. He's getting us our fish. Boatyard is currently closed. That's fine because we don't really need a second boat. Thatcher is closed, but there's thatch stored there. Smithy's closed, but there's nails stored there. And the forestry, we've always got 1 guy getting wood, because good for him, you know. So really, we should be able to get started on this, but it's still looking for labourers. Okay, maybe let's just... Oh, I'm going to risk getting rid of her and seeing what happens, seeing if stuff still just grows. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a cold at the moment. I'm trying to cough away from the mic so it's not too bad for you. Okay, I've pretty much shut down every job. So if you want to work, you're coming over here to build a cow shed. Bingo. There you go. That's what we have to do, unfortunately. Because it's a bit further out, it looks like we have to just give them no other option than build here. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, cool. Let's get this cow shed built and see what it's like to have cattle. Okay, so we're now at the end of September, and everything's been harvested, which is good. We've got Fish Guy back up and running, so he's now cooking up. He's catching fish, which is good. All the potatoes have been grabbed, and all the wheat has been grabbed. My worry is that it's just sitting there. I don't know if I have to do anything to get it into that. I get so nervous playing this game. I don't have to do anything to get the food to go to the people. To come and get your food. It's there. It's sitting here. Look, we literally have tubs of potatoes, and stacks of wheat. So I'm kind of hoping that once this is done, they'll just grab it, I guess. That's my hope. My hope is that the labourers here will, once everything is harvested, and the game is working out how many labourers we need, so that it's done in time. Because my worry is that the winter falls and all this is ruined because it's sitting there in the cold. That's the sort of thing I imagine this game will do. Excuse me. So, we'll hold on just 1 second. We have food, though. You know, the families that are here, they have flour, they have fish. Flour and fish. They'll soon have potatoes as well. I'm hoping that's enough to get these guys here happy. Not enough food for sale at the moment is the main sort of bugbear of people. The reason we're not getting immigrants. So let's just let this last little bit of wheat get gathered. We're in October. I don't think the snow lands actually until December. I think if I remember rightly, the winter runs from December to February. So okay, there it is. It's all in. Now what happens? Everyone's cleared off. But people are coming back. Okay, please come and gather this stuff up. Yes, they are. Literally one bucket at a time. Awesome. Okay, so I'm hoping that enough of it's going to get stored. We've now got loads of potatoes stored. Maybe we built the fields too big? I'm not sure. I'm just hoping it all gets in before the winter runs out. We could do with as many as possible really getting in here. So that's the end of October. I'm hoping November we can get the potato and the wheat into November. I'm hoping that's what we needed. Yes, okay. So the now is potato. Awesome. We've got potato in our shop, which means all of these have now got families in. Oh, there we go. We've managed to get through it. That has pretty much opened the game up. We can now, we might as well get working on a second boat. We'll open up all of these again. We should be able to. We've got 30 people in now. There are 18 adults. Yeah, we should really be able to open the game up now. And we're going to be cooking on gas. There'll be loads of labourers coming in. Oh no, there's not many actually. I was hoping they'd all come in, but hopefully they'll get the wheat in. We might get this cattle shed finished as well. That kind of went on the back burner, to be honest, while we sorted out our food. But yeah, I think this. There we go. Look at how bustling the place is. Finally, we managed to get through it. I'm so glad. Hopefully that's we're kind of past the worst of it now, because these production, these should sort of sort themselves out, really, I think. Now, we could maybe have a third field. How do we do? There we go. Add field. Let's do a little one. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I hope we've got a autosave. This is going to be fun. Let's have a look how far back it's thrown us. Here we go. Load. Autosave today at 11:20. Oh, that doesn't seem like it was too long ago. Okay. All right, we're doing all right. So yeah, we're basically just to the point where they were about to start collecting the potatoes. Oof. Let's do a proper save to be safe. There we go. Oich, that was that could have been rough. You'll see all these pop up, and enough food for sale. So these will all pop in there. Look, here they come. Come on, is it maybe at the start of the month? There we go. And we now have people in. They've got water, they've got firewood, they've got flour, they've got potato. They got everything they need. Here they come, look. These are the people moving in. They get dropped off. Awesome stuff. Okay, cool. Let's carefully kind of open stuff up again. I do want a second boat. Once the second boat's built, we'll open the staff up. There's no point in having loads of staff. We might as well, because we're not running low on stuff. So it's probably actually better to have everyone more, excuse me, more open up to be labourers. So that things like the cow sheds and stuff get built a little quicker, which I'm hoping that will do now. Okay, good stuff. Right, we're past the worst of it, I think, folks. What I was going to do was try and put a farm here. Let's just save it in case that's what... a field here, in case that was the thing that crashed the game. I can't imagine it will have been. But you just never know, do you? There we go. Oh, it's too small. Place is occupied. There we go. We'll do this. And then that field will change. So here, I would like you to be sunflowers next year. I'm assuming that creates oil. Sunflower oil, yeah. Although how we make sunflower oil, I don't know. Do we need another building for that? Oil workshop produces oil from sunflower seeds. Yeah, there we go. So that's something else we can look at doing in the next episode as well. And our cow shed is getting there. Good. Right, I'm happy about that. I was a little bit worried after the end of episode 2, to be honest with you, that we were kind of at a bit of an impasse, but I feel like we've got through it. We now have 2 boats sitting here, so let's get a second member of staff on and you can come away. Oops, no, I mean, you're fired. There we go. So now we have 2 boats going out. The mustachioed chaps are now going to get some fish on the go here. So we've got we're basically pescatarians at the moment. We're eating vegetables and fish, but there we go. I'm hoping that's enough food stored. How much have we got here? We've got not much. We've got 0.2 fish stored there, because I'm assuming you're off now because you can't fish in winter. You can't do anything in the winter either. You'll carry on knocking out flour, so that's fine. You'll carry on chopping down trees, so that's fine. So you might as well move a worker over to you, and you'll keep doing stuff as well. And I think you'll keep getting thatch as well. So we might as well up those inputs over the winter, and then up the food inputs over the summer. I think that'll work quite nicely. It's a little bit of micromanagement, but I think that'll work out quite well. Awesome. Right, thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. I feel loads better about this now. Looking forward to the next episode. If you have enjoyed it, please give us a like. It really does help out the channel. And if you're not already, don't forget to subscribe. Any thoughts, queries or suggestions, you can pop them down in the comments. And if you fancy a chat, you can find me on Twitter. I'm at Jonty Sparrow. If you'd like to join in with the Geekism community, you can do so over on our Discord server. You'll find the link in the description. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one.